Alright, so I just finished a video showing off the Mural Mile, or at least a good portion of the Mural Mile. It is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023, and close to 10 o'clock a.m. But now we're going to try to, while we have the bike, utilize it to make a couple of stops here and there. We'll see where it takes us, but hopefully it gives...
feet, turn left onto South 3rd Street.
Yeah, we're supposed to turn left on the South 3rd Street in 1,000 feet. Hopefully we come across some interesting things. The thing that I'm going to go to from the Mural Mile is something called the Soulard's Farmers Market. It's one of those places where I didn't have it on my agenda in particular to visit when I was looking for places to go in St. Louis, but I was aware of it. And then when I looked at Google Maps and saw that, hey, I'm only a 5-minute ride away from Soulard Farmers Market, figured why not give it a try.
Turn left onto South 3rd Street.
Turn left on the South 3rd Street. South Broadway is ahead, so we're going to be turning left
onto South Broadway.
Well, let me get up on the sidewalk here so I can figure out where to actually go. Oh, for some context, Busch Stadium is just right there, so we're right next to Ballpark Village. I was talking about this yesterday, and some of the videos I was shooting from Forest Park, headed back toward the downtown area, that one of the useful things about riding in a manner like this is that it gives you a good perspective of where, how certain neighborhoods are connected in the city. We'll see how the conditions are here. If I notice anything like groups of people underneath a bridge, I won't hesitate to turn around. nice that they have a bike path in the street. Although it does have rocks and little pieces of glass, it seems like, because there's really no way to avoid that. But at least it's better than me having to walk through the sidewalk where it's even rockier.
In 1,000 feet, continue on to South 7th Street.
1,000 feet, continue on to South 7th Street. I think it's just the street name curves to the right, and that's basically what it means by that. Sidewalks are in better shape over here, so I'm gonna peel up to the sidewalk in a second. I need to check my phone now because I don't know what direction it wants me to go to. Alright, I guess we're just still continuing straight here. Hey, look, there's a Sherwin-Williams vehicle. Headquarters in Cleveland, Ohio. I know some of these things in lieu of a crosswalk, like walking hand, they have the red, yellow, and green light
Turn right onto Lafayette Avenue.
for the walkers as well, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather that just stick with the walking signals, because otherwise they get confused. Confused in the sense that I don't know for sure if that green light is for traffic or for me. I see a sign up ahead. It says Soulard Farmers Market since 1779. Is this it right here? The reason I'm saying it is because Google Maps made it seem a little bit further down. Yeah, I guess this is it. Is it open? Or is this like an older farmer's market? I don't know. Maybe they don't have the outdoor version? I am confused.
Turn right onto Lafayette Avenue. Then your destination will be on the right.
We'll go to this park, because there's supposed to be like a Soulard park. And see if there's a different entranceway there. Maybe the outdoor component's just not open during the winter. Even though it's going to be later today, 70 degrees here in... Oh, maybe not reach 70. It was originally projected to reach 70.
Your destination is on the right.
Destination on the right. Alright, the Soulard's Farmers Market. Open year-round Wednesday through Saturday. I guess it should be open. Maybe I'll lock the bike to one of these guys and just like be really quick about peeking inside, so that way don't give any time for someone to do something. Looks like there's various vendors, like Joyce's Corner, Soulard Spice Shop, another spice center. Okay, so these seem to be like the permanent indoor fixtures. Market Office, Cajun Corner. And I'm guessing the outside spots aren't open. I mean, there's a couple of people there, but none of those ones seem to be open, unless I just can't tell. Alright, we are back outside of Soulard's Market. So it just seemed like the interior portion is open. I'd have to Google. I'm sure maybe on weekend or some other part of the year. I have to imagine the outer wings are open too. Yeah, we'll see where we can go next here. I'm looking at Google Maps, but it's hard to tell what portion of the park it thinks I'm in. I think I want to go to my right. Let's see if it likes that.
Turn right onto Lafayette Avenue.
Yeah, this is the right way.
Continue on Lafayette Avenue.
We're trying to go to Lafayette Square next, which is supposed to be surrounded by a bunch of Victorian houses or Victorian architecture. Bogart's Smokehouse we just passed. A nice set of 4 chairs that someone's throwing out. Another shot of where we're at in the vicinity of downtown. Hopefully the camera picked that up. One second here. We're trying to make this a big grab bag of things. Right now, my current tentative agenda is going to Lafayette Square. And then from there, I'll ride the bike back to the downtown area. If I'm close to the city garden that has sculptures in downtown, I might show that for a second. And if White Knight Diner is open today, I'll try to get breakfast / early lunch there. Then I'll try to board a train with the bike to the Cortex station so that I can finally try to get my Vincent Van Doughnut. And by the way, if any of this footage doesn't happen, that's possible because, you know, timing wise and things could change. And then after Vincent Van Doughnut, I would likely... Oh, where am I supposed to go here? I'm confused by this map. This map's like upside down, I think. Isn't this Lafayette Avenue that I'm on now? Yeah. Sorry, Google Maps GPS was getting confused. I'm just gonna have to stick with staying straight on Lafayette. Yeah, Google Maps thought I had turned right onto Truman Parkway, and then it was telling me to like make a big square. In several minutes, is this car gonna stop? Yeah, there we go. Just telling me to make a big U-turn on Truman Square just to get back to the spot we just hit here on Lafayette. Or now it corrected itself. So instead of being 4 minutes away like it said, we're just 2 minutes away.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
So Lafayette Square. I think this is sort of the entrance to it, but the park itself, Lafayette Park, and Lafayette Square is up ahead still. I don't profess to be an expert in Victorian architecture, but for those who are, hopefully you see some semblance of it as we're going around the area. a little bump here. Ooh. So Lafayette Square is here in the middle, but I believe what we're trying to show is more of the houses that are like on the left and right. Well, it would be the left side in this case.
You have arrived.
Try to make a right turn over here to cut back. Seems like a picturesque spot right here. Okay, so we've looked at some of the architecture here. Now we're going to try to make our way, I think, to the
Turn right onto Park Avenue.
White Knight Diner. First, we're going to make a right turn back to Park Avenue.
In half a mile, turn left onto Truman Parkway.
And then we're going to go to Truman Parkway. I don't know why this thing keeps rerouting.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Truman Parkway.
Alright,
Turn left onto Truman Parkway.
back over here to Truman. Let me see here. Let me zoom in. Truman is up ahead. I'm trying to see if this is like a bike lane here. I don't know. This may just be a dead end right here, but worth a shot. If this was down the road like this for a bit, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe just until the next block. Yesterday I tried going to this White Knight Diner specifically, and then Google Maps or Google said they were open till 4:15, and they were closed when I got there around 3 o'clock. And one sign on the back said that they close daily at like 1:15 or 1 o'clock, something like that. But we'll see if they are actually open or not. Hopefully I don't strike out twice. Yesterday I did get a nice substitute with Emo's that was not too far away. We've got a lot of glass on the ground here. So I'm going to pick the bike up and try to carry it over that little spot. Some of these lights in St. Louis do take quite a while to change. And then on top of that, you have to wait for the turn lane to go too. See that car, for example, running over all that glass. What the heck? It didn't change for me. Oh, you know what? Is it? I think it's this button over here. How messed up is that? They've got this button over here. And then the button that probably goes the other direction is over here. Well, I didn't want to keep recording me waiting for the light, so once I got the chance, I went ahead. Let me make sure I started it up again. Yes, red dot is blinking. Nothing worse as a travel vlogger than going a certain distance and narrating and then looking down and finding out you didn't actually hit the record button. Or in the case of the bicycle, that the camera was pointed to the ground. I caught that earlier when I was beginning this video outside the Mural Mile and heading towards Soulard. Like, I started for like 30 seconds. And then something told me, like, you know what, you better check to make sure you didn't leave it in first person view camera mode. And then I checked, and sure enough the camera was looking at the ground. So I just actually deleted that video, rode back and restarted.
Continue on South 18th Street for half a mile.
So we're going over a bridge now. You can see the St. Louis Aquarium and Union Station ahead of us. Did a nighttime video on that a few days ago. Enterprise Center, you probably can't see it from the video, but it would be on the right. Big bump here. That's where you got to be conscious as you're riding. So if I was just like gazing everywhere, I would have like flown off as if I was like going over a speed bump really fast. Right now the turn lane is green. No cars are behind me. I think it's just a thing because I didn't press the button in time. Otherwise it would have the walk symbol. The Union Station Metrolink is to our right. That's where I got off the one night I was coming here from Ballpark Village. I don't know if the school buses are doing like a field trip. It's gonna make it a tad hard to squeeze by them. White Knight Diner is 0.2 miles away. So on one hand, I should have known that it was close to Union Station because when I was bike riding yesterday, and trying to get my bearings. I saw that it was close to the new soccer stadium, which is just to the left here of Union Station. Hopefully we get the walk sign. Yeah, see, here's another one of those things where instead of using the walk thing, it's green for me to go. But I doubt myself because I'm like, is that meant for like a turn lane of cars?
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the left.
600 feet. So we're really close to it.
Destination is on the left.
All right, they're open. Hopefully they don't close at 11 or something because it's 10:58. Tricky thing is I'm interested in bringing my bicycle in. I'll probably peek in the window first to see how crowded it is, like if there's room for that, because there's hardly any tables the other day. Open till 1:30. Let's see here. There might be room along there. Let's see if... Hopefully they don't yell at me for trying to bring it in. Hi, is it okay if I bring this in? Just to the side?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Don't ship over none of my customers, honey.
Yes, thank you.
So you guys doing all the waterproofing guys? No, we're just basically put all the front lines, clean it, get all clean.
What else, Chris?
So this is my first time here, so sorry. I just look at the left menu here, right, where it says
If
lunch.
you want, you can take this and sit down and come get your order.
Oh yeah, sure. That'll work. Thank you. So let's see here. That's the breakfast side. We're on the lunch. I'll probably try hamburger
Might as well get them. Get them while you can.
and fries. Maybe a cheeseburger and fries. Yeah, I think I'll just do a cheeseburger and fries.
Alright, what you want on it?
No vegetables, just plain cheeseburger and then fries.
No condiments either? Just plain?
Is this ketchup here?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do the ketchup myself.
Alright, is that all for you?
Yes, that's it. And do I pay now or?
Oh, you can wait until you're done.
All right.
Just trying to get her attention.
Okay. Alright, got my fries, cheeseburger. Don't make fun of me for this. My milk. My big drink of milk is my drink of choice. Yeah.
Oh, let's not fight it up. You know, Papa confirmed the whole thing. You were talking to my father, and he's like, you know what we could do with that open sign? We can, we can rearrange that to where it's off the house already on, he's already got a sign. I said, they're gonna make sure it looks all professional.
What kind of professional?
Well, you know what I mean,
We too have
not
to.
looking like, you know,
Yeah, no, we
put your
want,
neon little jackets and that's why I am.
exactly, you're right, you're totally right. We were just talking about it.
All right, so that was great getting to actually dine at the White Knight Diner. See if I can grab one picture before I cross. Alright, I'm going to be trying to go to Vincent Van Doughnut in the Grove area next. For time consideration, since I just I'm looking at the storage space on my SD card, I'm not going to refilm some of this route that I just came from by Union Station. So I'll try to pick up the recording in a second though. By the way, that is like a front daytime view of Union Station, so you get more of a glance at the architecture of it. Okay, so we're resuming the recording now. For some context, I just backtracked to the point where, remember I saw that glass in the street earlier, so Lafayette Square would be that way. Then I saw the glass, then I came and went over that bridge to get to downtown. I'm back at the spot where the glass was right there, but instead I'm gonna go this way down Chateau Avenue. And it says it's 2.7 miles to get to Vincent Van Doughnut. Now there is a bike lane in the street, you can see to the left there, but it's one of those ones, like if I take a bike lane in the street, I typically prefer that it's, well, I'd love for it to be protected, but if it's not protected, I like it when it's right up against the curb. This one, at least now, has like where parked cars can be on the curb, and then the bike lane's next to that, which means I'd be right up against traffic behind me. So in situations like that, if the sidewalk's not too bad, like right now it's manageable, not busted up, it's pretty smooth, I'll just stick with the sidewalk. It's also nice that it's downhill at the moment. I don't know if we'll get that luxury the whole way. But based on the route we're taking, we should be like, sorry, my paranoia is making sure that the camera's in the right mode. Yeah. Based on the path we're taking, we should be seeing like both the beginning and ending of the Grove, which I did a walking tour video on the other day. This is like a 6-block area that's very artistic with murals on all the buildings and a lot of fun-looking bars and restaurants and other shops. And the Vincent Van Doughnut place is included in there. But the one day that I went there, it said closes at 2 p.m. on Google. But then when you go there, the actual signs for every day of the week say open until we run out or something. So I was there at 1:30 that day and they were already ran out. Now it'll be before noon when I arrive, probably. So I'm hopeful that they don't run out that quickly. But you never know. I mean, for all I know, it could be a thing that they're so popular. We'll briefly go in the bike lane here, because the sidewalk was out up there. And then I'm going to curve back to the sidewalk. Yeah, I guess they theoretically could be so popular that they're sold out within the first few hours. I decided not to take the Metrolink with the bike just because I looked at the timing and said if I biked it, it would be about 19 minutes versus like 30 minutes total with the Metrolink. So I'm like, not that I'm impatient, but I am sort of trying to make good timing with getting to this last destination and then getting the bike back to the bike shop, then getting to City Museum, and then back to the hotel and then to the airport. Full agenda. Yeah, the sidewalk's pretty bad here. We'll give this lane a shot. If I do ride in it, I try to do like I'm doing now, where I'm glued to the right half of the bike lane. If you can see way in the distance, there's a hill. I think that's a little bridge. And if I'm not mistaken, the Grove is after that. It's one of those things, it looks so close but so far away at the same time. Feel the temperature starting to creep up, which I wore a t-shirt, moisture wicking t-shirt, but I still have this light jacket on that I like carrying usually I carry my phone and other things in it. I'm not sweating right now, but I feel like I'm getting close to that if the temperature ticks up more. Looks like they got a future top golf going to be going in here. So I didn't want to film myself going up the hill because I couldn't narrate as I was huffing and puffing. Not really huffing and puffing too much, but I was focusing on my breathing. I'll pick up the video again in a second. I think the grove should be not too far ahead. Bike lane on the bridge. We're not passing over waters, passing over like a kind of a flats area, as well as a train track. But the bike lane is on the edge here. They don't have a protected, I mean, they've got a barricade here, but they don't have the fence like they do on the other side. Oh, well, that sucks. The bike lane merges at the end here. Let me pull over. The bike lane actually goes over to the left. Manchester Avenue. I'm going to go ahead and utilize the crosswalk instead. See if this car is paying attention.
In 400 feet, continue onto Manchester Avenue.
So if you're interested in a slower paced tour of this area, check out Poco Traveler channel. That is has the title The Grove in St. Louis, Missouri.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Tower Grove Avenue.
I didn't realize when I was here the other day that at the very end they've got a dog raising its leg and pissing on the fire hydrant. That was a quick light. The sidewalks aren't super wide here, so if there happen to be walkers, I'll have to take my time. Thank you. Keep in mind that it's, a work day. So you're not going to have boatloads of people out at bars and restaurants at this time of day. When I went, it was on a weekend, I think. There's the pizza place, Pie Guy Pizza. It's closed for a private event. I think they're open now. But unfortunately, I'm already full from the White Knight Diner, except for what I'm saving for dessert. This is the road. If I take it to the right, it would bring us to that Cortex Metrolink station. Got some live music outside that place on the left. Saxophone and guitar. I think it's on
Turn
this.
right onto Tower Grove Avenue. Then
Here.
your destination will be on the right.
Yes, just like Google said. Fingers crossed. Come on, don't have sold out already. Don't crush my hopes and dreams.
Your destination is on the right.
Alright, it says now open. Sorry. Hey. Well, that was delicious. Sorry I couldn't talk or film more inside. The only reason I didn't is because they have music playing in there, and you wouldn't have been able to hear me, or would it be copyright because of the music. But they said, yeah, sometimes they sell out super early. They said yesterday was the earliest they ever sold out. They were closed by 8:30 a.m. And I was like, what, really? At first I was thinking a boatload of customers came in, but in reality it was a bunch of group orders came in, probably for work or other functions where they're ordering dozens of donuts. But yeah, they were super nice, explained to me the flavors, how you've got whatever's on display, it's what's being sold that day, and it's traditionally what they make. The guy, Vincent, started off with the food truck that you saw on that thing earlier. And then eventually they opened one other place in Denver. I forgot where she said it was located, but then that place is closed, and this is their only brick and mortar location. But yeah, highly recommend Vincent Van Doughnut if you're looking for a snack, but be prepared, they could be closed if they sell out quick. Alright, let's get ready to leave Vincent Van Doughnut now. Back on the bike. Like I said, I'm going to return the bike now. It says it's about a 1.6 mile ride to the bike shop. So again, this will give you perspective how to connect from the Grove to Central West End or the Forest Park area. Turn left. Does they want me to turn left on this street? That's not a through street. It says turn left at past Mitch Grooming, so the next block. There's a bunch of ways we could take, all these side streets will eventually connect there. Oh, looks like they got a little police station here. That's nice. It gives you some comfort that less maybe incidents or crime would happen on the well, now it just adjusted. Does it want me to turn left or not? It tells me to go up one more street. And maybe less crime would take place in Tower Grove, or if there is crime, the police station's right there. Okay, we're gonna make a left turn here onto
Turn left onto Chateau Avenue.
Chateau Avenue. Wasn't Chateau the busy street we were on
Turn
earlier?
right.
Maybe it diagonals and gets less busy here. Here's Newstead Avenue. I'm getting familiar with these street names from having been here a couple of times. And you know what? When I took Cortex the other day, and I think I walked down, I forgot what street. Well, I was at the Cortex Rapid and I didn't film it, but I walked to the Grove. I made a comment that like the neighborhood walking up to it was kind of like older and not like newer. But now that I'm seeing a few other streets like nearby, these developments do look newer. So I have to amend my statement that the streets surrounding the Grove, there are some newer developments. There's a Home to Suites by Hilton on the right. Those Home to Suites seem to be in every major city. Does it still want me to go straight? Yes. It was nice that Mike's Bikes St. Louis was flexible with their 24-hour rental, meaning the guy, when I was renting from him yesterday, he said, you know, they're not super strict on what time you bring it back. I mean, yeah, reasonably try to keep it within a day. Like, I'll probably be at 25 and a half hours. Okay, I think we're going over this bridge. I think I'm going to make my own little detour to get where I'm trying to go. I actually bicycled that yesterday going back toward downtown.
In a quarter mile, turn right toward South Euclid Avenue.
This is where we'll have a little bit of construction up by the Interlink, I think. So we'll have to get up and walk through a certain zone. Yeah, feels like from yesterday, I've truly come full circle. Because this is where yesterday's video started, and I actually placed a phone call right by this interlink up here to Mike's Bikes in the morning to confirm with them that they rent bicycles out. And they said yes. So then I walked down Euclid Avenue in the Central West End neighborhood.
Turn right towards South Euclid Avenue, then continue on to South Euclid Avenue.
Okay, I went through the walk-only zone.
Continue
Or
on
walked
South Euclid
through the
Avenue for half a
walk-only zone
mile.
where the construction was taking place. I don't think I mentioned this earlier about Vincent Van Doughnut's, but I predicted it because I was actually doing research about an old bakery in Cleveland, Baker's Bakery, and how, you know, they work, and I'm probably all bakers do this. They work like overnight so that they can get all the baked goods fresh and done for the day. So yeah, because I said, oh, does Vincent work like overnight? And they said, yeah, it's like 9-hour shifts to like get everything set and prepare it. Of course, they explained it more sophisticated, but he said then everything's ready for when we open in the morning, and you know, they're all often busy, like 7 o'clock a.m. There'll be people there ready to order. So fortunately, it wasn't like yesterday where they closed at 8:30. I'll see after I return the bike where the best spot is to catch a bus to City Museum.
Oh man.
My fallback is to think I'll probably just have to walk where that interlink was. I'll have to walk from the bike shop back to that interlink. To catch the Metrolink station there. But I'll see what Google Maps says. Maybe there's a nearby bus that has a more direct route.
Turn right at Carriage Lane.
So that chess museum would be on the right, and then Mike's Bikes is at this
Turn
next
right at Carriage Lane, then your destination will be on
intersection.
the left.
Or not really intersection, but next building right here. Yep, and there's the guy outside, in fact. So I ended up walking a few blocks down to the corner of Lindell and Euclid, and I'm waiting for a number 10 bus. It's supposed to be about a 20-minute wait, but that should take me to City Museum. But that should do it for this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. I also have a video separately, hopefully, from City Museum.